Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this Anker USB-C 40-watt charger, model number 521 Nano Pro. So this charger looks really nice. It's got two USB-C ports on the front. The prongs are not foldable, but it's got kind of a shiny surface to it. And if you have one USB-C output plugged into it, you will get the total 40 watts out. Okay, so I've got my Klein tools. We're going to check the output. I've got it plugged in. Let's try a Samsung S22 Ultra. Okay, so it does super fast charging, and we can see that it is super fast charging. I know it just says charging, but it did say super fast charging. They must have changed how things work now. There, super fast charging. And it's showing 9.12 volts at 1.23 amps going to the Samsung phone. Okay, so let's plug it into an iPhone. It will do fast charging on an iPhone also. So my iPhone is pretty well charged up. So iPhone fast charging doesn't really take place until you get below like 80% battery life. So right now it's only putting out 5 volts, 1.2 amps, but it does do up to 20 watts charging for an iPhone. Okay, so now I've got it hooked up to my MacBook Air M1 edition. I've got just a single output going through this. Right now we're at 19.78 volts at 1.2 or 1.36 amps. And if I look at my MacBook Air, I can see that it is charging at 40 watts. Okay, so we're charging the MacBook Air at 40 watts. Let's charge the Samsung phone also and see what happens. Our voltage is going to go down. So we went down to 9 volts, 1.76 or 2 amps. And the MacBook Air now, it shows that it's charging at 20 watts. So I love when they give us these little charts inside there. So the input, what you can plug this into is 120 to 240 volts, and it requires 1 amp, 50 to 60 hertz. If you're using one port only, it'll output 5 volts at 3 amps, 15 watts, 9 volts at 3 amps for 27 watts, or 15 volts at 2.66 amps for 40 watts, or 20 volts at 2 amps for 40 watts. Again, max output 40 watts. It does have PPS, 3.3 volts at 16 volts for 40 watts. So when you go to 2 ports, it's going to drop to 20 watts out each port. So the max, once you plug 2 things in, the maximum you can get is 20 watts out of each port for a total of 40 watts. So it doesn't have very much weight to it. Let's do some measuring. So about 1 3/4 is what it's going to stick out, but with the prongs, it's right around 2.5. And as far as width, about 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 square. Again, it looks really nice. 2 USB-C ports, you plug it in, and it feels very nice. I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.